Hi, students. I'm Trish, and I'm your professor for Superstition Review Spring 2023. And I'm so excited and thrilled to be working with each of you. We're going to have a wonderful semester. I think the key word is going to be fun. I want to have a lot of fun this semester. And I'm taping this short video to introduce you to our Canvas course shell and an overview of the magazine. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to start by giving you an introduction to me. This is my 30th year teaching at ASU, and I started when I was 22. So I've taught over 260 courses. I'm originally from Cincinnati, and I still have family in Cincinnati. My mom's from Minnesota, so I have family in Minnesota as well. I'm trained as a poet and a prose writer. Which is how I came to start a literary magazine, because I've published a lot of work, poetry and prose, in literary magazines, and I've worked for literary magazines since I was in high school. My full-time job at ASU is as the editor of SR, so I'll be doing all the work of the magazine this semester, as well as being your teacher. I also teach travel writing for ASU Online, and I'm just doing that in summers now. It's something I really enjoy because I love, love, love traveling. I've been to 50 countries. We used to go to new countries every year, but COVID got in the way of that. So now we're traveling by van and by boat. So I have lots of hobbies. I like hiking, swimming, biking. I love yoga, weights, reading, movies, books, music, camping, stand-up paddleboarding, cooking, and I would add boating to this now. So we have a boat that's in North Carolina. So let's talk about the magazine. So we are housed in the College of Integrative Sciences and Arts, and my office is on the Polytechnic campus. So I'm officially at the Polytechnic campus. I do work at Tempe and downtown as well, but mostly I'm at Polytechnic. That's where my office is. I have a great library of literary magazines if you ever want to do some research in my library. The magazine is named after the Superstition Mountains that are just north of Polytechnic. If you haven't hiked those, it's tons of fun. The Peralta Trail was one of my first trails I ever hiked in Arizona. It's really a beautiful place. So each semester we have interns who do all the work of the magazine with the roles such as section editors, bloggers, advertising, design, social networking. And over the course of the 30 semesters, I've had over 500 student interns, and they've all gone on to amazing positions with MFA programs, PhD programs, Fulbright scholarships, jobs, internships with Penguin, Boeing, the White House, Intel. One of my favorite things to do is write those letters of recommendation and give those references. And I also spend a lot of time gauging the marketplace to make sure that I'm mentoring you in ways that will be helpful for you to get a job as you graduate. So each issue has about five artists, 5 short stories, 5 interviews, 5 essays, and 10 poets. And so throughout the semester, the section editors will look at the submissions. We receive about 1,000 per issue. The heaviest is poetry, and then fiction, and then nonfiction, and then art. So the workflow goes, I vet every single submission, and then I send the top percentage of submissions to the section editors. And then we meet in the second month of the semester and make decisions, and then we send acceptances. After that, it's up to the web designer to build the issue, advertising to let the world know that it's ready, social media to engage other magazines and contributors. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes that gets done, and this program is designed to help you understand all of the steps. So we do have 2 courses. The 394 If you're in 394, you're a trainee. If you're in 484, you're an intern. Trainees are going to do 14 projects throughout the semester that are really designed as a job interview to help me determine your skill set so that I can assign a role for you for English 484. And you're going to do a couple assignments at the beginning that just give you a background on literary magazines and the literary audience. And then you'll get into the projects that really showcase your skills in advertising, blogging, content coordination, content management, interviews, social media management. And then I also do select a student editor-in-chief who it performs leadership roles such as planning events, overseeing mentoring, and overseeing recruiting. Now, the interns in the 484, they complete 10 hours of work a week. Now, some of that might be just research and reading. You'll catalog that work in a status report that you turn in each Thursday. So anything that's actionable, you're going to put in that intern status report. And everything's due, I should say, at 1 p.m. And the reason for that is that I grade at 1 p.m. So at 1 p.m. on Thursdays, I'll read those intern reports and assess the work that's been done and give feedback for the work to be done the following week. Now, we also have an exciting mentoring program where interns are paired with incoming trainees. And we do that mentoring work in Yellow Dig. And I've chosen that format because it more mimics social media and it makes it a little bit more personable. I used to do it in a discussion board in Canvas and it was just dropping work here and dropping work there. So we use Yellow Dig and you'll get mentoring activities there that are organized and posted by our editor-in-chief this semester, Nathan Buckingham. And updates about the mentoring will appear in Nathan's weekly newsletter each Thursday. So those are delivered from the SR Gmail. Make sure that you check for them. Those will go to your ASU email inbox, and you'll get details about any socials we have coming up, any of the additional mentoring that you'll be assigned. So now I want to give you a Canvas course shell tour. Since I've been teaching online exclusively since 2009, I have a lot of experience with course management software. And so I've streamlined my Canvas course shell and I want to walk you through it. I do want to say before we hop in that be sure to review your notification settings because I do send 2 to 3 important announcements a week, and those go in your Canvas course shell, but also directly to your ASU email. And I should be clear, for this course, you will use your ASU email exclusively. I won't take any correspondence from a Gmail account. I must have all correspondence through an asu.edu address. Another great way to get in contact with me is to inbox me your questions, but you can also reach me at pcm@asu.edu. I do work banker's hours, so Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Don't expect me to answer emails. My boundary is I don't answer emails evenings and weekends. You should set your own boundaries as well. So the best you can get me through email and inbox Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So looking at the Canvas course shell on the home page, I'm looking at the student view here. My view is very different, but I'm going to show you the student view. The first thing you're going to see is an area with important links. And I have an area for scheduling a meeting with me. And I do that in Zcal, which is a Google product. And what it allows you to do is go through and choose a time to meet with me that will appear automatically on my Google Calendar. And I found that running this internship through one-on-one meetings is the best way to give you the most attention and the best, most focused feedback. while allowing us to get to know each other so that I can really write a great recommendation for you and understand your skill set and your strengths. So the first thing that we're going to do is all of you will schedule a meeting with me. We currently have 30 students, 15 mentors, or 15 trainees and 15 interns. So we're going to start with a meeting with all of you. So the first thing you're going to do is hop on and schedule a meeting with me. We also have training materials for interns. So this is where you're going to find all of our instruction sheets. I work semester to semester with these instruction sheets so that we can capture I'm extremely organized, and this is the best way I've found to capture institutional knowledge from semester to semester. So the outgoing advertising person will completely rehaul this instruction sheet. It's like a manual. And we'll also tape a lecture for the incoming person. So those are going to be very important, and those are listed in the training materials for interns. What you're also going to see is this intro video, so you can always come back to it and get a refresh if you need one. Also on our homepage is the link to the mentoring Yellow Dig account that I mentioned. Now, that's on a points basis. You need to get 1,000 points a week. So it's important to post there pretty often so that you're accumulating your points. The mentoring is worth 20% of your grade. And by the end of the semester, you need to get to 14,000 points. I have an area for the trainees, and you're going to see each of the assignments, the projects that are due, Lit Mags, Lit Audience, Job Market, all the way through Student Editor-in-Chief in April. Interns have a spot for their reports. Now, I have a resume assignment. So your very last assignment that's due April 25th is to work on your resume with ASU's professionals. They actually have a career services center where you get feedback on your resume. This is super important because I want you to leave this class with some ideas of jobs you might like and a resume that fits those jobs. So everyone will complete that assignment that's due April 25th, and that's the last assignment for the class. So that's what you're going to see on the assignments page as well. It's just laid out a little bit different here. So on the assignments page, you're going to see this and a timeline setting. So it'll show you everything that's due. Mentoring is undated because that lasts all, it lasts for 14 weeks of the semester. Under course syllabi, the syllabi themselves can be found by clicking these links. They're Google Docs. The syllabi are legally binding contracts between the teacher and professor, so please make sure you read those very carefully. And then the other thing that I have here is I have several calendars. First is the meetings with Trish. So if you ever have a question about when your meetings with me occur, you can come to the syllabus page and see when your meetings are scheduled. I also have the ASU academic calendar so that you can see drop add dates, class dates, vacation dates, such as Monday, January 26th. You'll also see a course summary here. I do want to talk about these calendars. For this class, you'll be using the whole Google suite of products. So you'll be using Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Zcal, and Google Calendar. So I am going to give some tutorials across the semester and encourage you to use Google Calendar in the most robust way possible. What I have in Google Calendar are not only the meetings with me, but also timelines for the editorial decisions of the magazine, interviews, marketing, and the meetings with me will appear here too. And I want to show you that one thing that is amazing about Google Calendar is that you can actually download other calendars into yours. So if you go to meetings with Trish and you see this plus Google Calendar, this would allow you to add this calendar to your own calendar. And this could be really helpful with the student academic calendar, but especially with, for instance, the editorial calendar for our section editors and the interview calendar for our interview editor. So that is our Canvas course shell. You'll also see your grades. I update, like I said, trainees have work due Tuesday at 1. Interns have work due Tuesday at 1 or Thursday at 1, and I grade right at that time. So you'll have an instant update to your grades. Yellow Dig is going to update by points, and so the more points you accumulate, the higher the score for your mentoring. Okay, I think I've covered everything. I will be in touch during our first week. We start next Monday, and I'm really looking forward to working with all of you. Thanks so much.